Good afternoon and welcome to Friday with Fiona. And today I wanted to share with you a project that I did using the in colours, the brand new in colours. So there's an amazing starter kit offer on for this month, which will give you the 5 ink pads of the new in colours, a mixed pack of cardstock, so 20 sheets, I think it's 4 each of the 5 colours, a pack of the Stampin' Right markers, and what is the last thing? One, Stampin' Right markers, ink pads, cardstock. Oh, what's the 4th thing? That's so annoying. Let me have a quick look for you. Oh, sorry, knocked the camera in. Just check I haven't muted you. No, that's okay. Sorry about that. Right, so let me have a quick look. Come on, internet. So basically, it's a little gift bag. It's designed by Debra Harrison from the States. And I love things like this, but I never have the space. I have a small craft room and I never have the space to keep them. But this one folds flat. So the flaps, the secret is not to glue the flaps down. And I'm just going to fold, oops, get my, fold the flap, ugh, can't speak, fold the flaps inwards so they're sitting along the bottom. And then they go flat like that. So I've got 2. So that's the Petunia Pop. Actually, I'm so disorganized. Right, starters kit special. Here we go. What do you get? So let me get rid of my face. Okay, starters kit special. You get all 5 of the ink pads, the full size ink pads, the mixed pack of cardstock. Oh, the In Colour Designer Series paper. So that's, I think it's 40 sheets. There's 5 colours. There's 2 patterns, I think, of each style, and then the 5 Stampin' Right markers. And that is a value of £78.25 on top of your 130. So you're getting over £200 worth of goods for £99. So pretty incredible. If you need any more information, just reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help. So back to our project. So this was designed by Debra Harrison in the States. And I love it because I'm going to make quite a few of these. You don't have to be female. I just wanted to use this stamp set. This is from the Thoughtful Expressions. And unfortunately, they've discontinued the dies for some reason, but hey-ho. And then what I did was I made in the in colours. So this one is the Summer Shade. And then I made 5 cards. So Summer Shade, that one got turned around the wrong way. Summer Shade, Shy Shamrock, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, and Peach Pie. And I love these flowers. I saw it, another demonstrator case the catalogue, basically. And this is from the Hearts and Hugs bundle. There's no stamps. It's just the flowers and the little trees. And then the thanks is also from there. And that is from the Nested Essentials. But so cute. And so these cards are 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. I don't know what they are metric. Hang on, I can tell you. Yeah, 7.3 by 7.3, and they will fit into 3 by 3 envelopes, which I've just got in there. But we've been up at the hospital for tests and appointments and things for my husband a lot lately, and a number of times I've really wished I had a thank you card in my handbag. And do you know what, this will fit perfectly. So there's 5 cards and I'm pretty sure they're going to be gone in the next couple of weeks. So that's the one that we're going to make. And then, as I said, they will fold flat. So look, that's 2 of them and they take up hardly any space. So a great idea, sort of thinking forward for teachers' gifts and anything. So here is this week's host code, this month's host code, sorry. So if you want to purchase anything, cardstock, inks, you name it, if you use the host code, you will get a free gift in the mail from me in the month of June. And you will also get the free tutorial that I do with, I had it here, here it is, that I do with 10 other demonstrators. So this is last month, this was, it's supposed to be men, I don't know why that one is there. Yeah, men, so male cards. You'll get that free by email. And you will also get the tutorial for today's project. So the measurements, etc. So I've already got my piece of card. Now, this is the peach pie. In metric, it's 14 centimeters by 16.5. And in imperial, it's 5.5 by 6.5. I'm going to be doing my tutorials in both metric and imperial, so that it will help everybody. Now I have scored, so in metric it's on the short side. Yeah, this is the short side. I scored at 1.3 and 2.5, and then I turned it around and did the same thing. It's also, if you want the whole thing, it's 11.4 and 12.7. And then on the long side, it's 7, 8.3 and 9.5. And in imperial, so on the short side, it's 1/2 inch and 1 inch turned around, and the same again, or 4.5 and 5.5. And then on the long side, it's 2 3/4, 3 1/4 and 3 3/4. So I'm just going to get my bone folder, which I thought I had. There we go. And I'm just going to do a bit of folding. I had already scored it, so just to save some time. Get some nice crisp edges. I'm sorry about the glare. I keep trying to cover it up. Now, I did make myself a template of this. I'm glad I did, because the first time I cut the wrong bits off. So hopefully I won't make that mistake today, and you can learn by my mistake. So I'm going to take my paper snips, and the first thing I'm going to do is just cut for my flaps up to the second score line, and I'm just going to angle that first one and up to the first one. That's not very straight. Okay, I'll just do the other side and then show you how not to make the mistake I made. These in colours are just gorgeous. I love all of them, which is very, very unusual actually. Yeah, that's that. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to cut one of these columns or sides out, only on one side. What I did was I cut up to the second, so you don't want to do that. You just want to cut one of these. I'm just giving it a nice bend to see where I'm going, and I'm cutting down the track to try and keep it as straight as possible. If you have a nice big pair of scissors, that can help, but the snips are lovely and sharp. See, that's not very straight. I'll sort that out with my guillotine in a minute. And again up here. In fact, if you have a guillotine, let's try that. See if I can get it straighter, because that was pretty disastrous. Probably because I'm on camera. Let's fold that down there. That's much straighter. And then let's just trim this one off. That's better. Okay, so then you've got, and I just need to reinforce that with my bone folder, having folded it backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Yeah, so as I was saying, if you spend £30 in my online store, you'll get the free tutorial as well as the other tutorial. I'm going to fold the flaps in, and these are important for like there's a little hole here, which the flaps help to cover up. And then I want this bit, the single bit on the inside And that will be my back then, the same thing. Now I've got wet glue. I was going to use tear and tape, but that's not very straight either. I'll trim that afterwards. I will use wet glue, but beware of disasters. So what you don't want to do under any circumstances is glue the flaps. You need those to be flexible so that you can fold it flat. Okay, and so I'm just going to pop some. It's a new one, so the other day I had a whole load come out. I'll just fill that over. Now I've got some pegs. Hold that in place. See, the white glue's just come out there, but that's okay. I can get that off later with my rubber. And I'm just holding it at the bottom for a minute, get it to stick. And then we'll go to the other side and do the same thing. So it's really a quick and easy little gift bag. And if you wanted to do a few, which is what I've done, I think they'll make lovely gifts. So I'm going to, it's wanting to bow in the middle because it's got another score line. So I'm going to hold that there, get my peg in, and then I can push down on the bottom. Now, what I should have done was put my designer series paper on before I glued it, but that's okay. It's not sticking in the middle. I think it needs a bit more glue. Yeah, I think I was being so careful I didn't actually put enough on. Let's line it up. And it is a little bit over. Just here, it's a little bit higher. I don't know what's happened there. So I'm just going to trim that. There we go. And put my peg back in to keep it. Okay. And I did that using the Thoughtful Expressions stamp set. And when I was doing it, the dies were still available, but unfortunately they have now retired. So you join is there. So that is going to be the back of my card. So my designer series paper is going to go on the front. Let's try and cover that. I'm trying to cover the spotlight so you're not blinded, but that's not working very well. Might just put that there. And this is 9 centimeters by 6, or 3.5 by 2.5. I want it going from side to side, but I want the gap at the top and the bottom just to kind of, for a bit of effect. You could use either side, but I wasn't sure that the flowers went so much with that side, so I'm sticking with that side, but you just can use whatever you want. Let's see if I turn that off is any better. Right. And then I'm going to line that up and have a little gap at the top and the bottom. That wasn't too bad with the wet glue, hey. It's just overlapping the edge a bit, but I can trim that later. And then I'm going to use dimensionals on my flower. So there's the one, the finished one. Leave that there for you to see. And let's just pop a couple of dimensionals. More than a couple. Those of you that know me are probably laughing. A couple of dimensionals, yeah, right. I just don't like things sagging in the middle. Right, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. I do go through quite a few dimensionals. And I'm going to have the bigger flower sort of tucking into the side there. I did do, actually, let's do, so that one is on the right. Let's do this one on the, no, I think it's better that way. What about from the top? No, let's do it that way. There we go. I'll take my pegs out now, see if there's any bits that need trimming. I think that's okay. And then I need the peach pie ribbon. So this is the ribbon, lovely, lovely and soft. And I want 15 centimeters or 6 inches. Get my ribbon scissors. I have different scissors for my ribbon. I found that I was trying to cut ribbon and it was making a right mess, and it was because my scissors that I use for paper were going slightly blunt. So I have a special pair a special pair of scissors for my ribbon only, and that's why it's got a bit of ribbon on it, just to let me know that those are the right scissors. They do occasionally end up in the wrong box, but I always notice because of the ribbon. So 1, 2, and it's really lovely and soft and malleable, great for tying bows. And I'm going to use glue dots for this. I found it easier, so I'm just going to pop a glue dot at each end and tuck it right up to the end, because they're going to fold. That's going to fold in like that. Okay, so I want it to be tucked in. So I'm just going to put another glue dot. Where is it going to go? It's going to go there. Whoops. And then pop that under there. Okay, like so, and then exactly the same on the other side. In fact, I'll do both at the same time. Whoops. So this one is going just in there. And then this one is going to go. I'm going to make sure they're the same length before I pop it down. That needs to go a bit further in. Yes. Okay, and then the flaps, which we didn't glue down, when you're using the bag, you want the flaps, probably difficult to see. See, one's facing down and one's facing up. And I want both of them to be down. So I'll pop that one down and that one down, and then push the sides in, and that will squeeze down. And there you go. You've got your foldable. That probably needs just the others I've done it so many times with, that's why they're going so easily. And then when you're ready to use it, you just pop it back up and pop the sides back up. So if you see that at the moment I've got that flap down and there's a big gap there. Now if I put the flap up, there's no longer a gap there. Okay, so just a little tip really, but I'm going to pop that down, fold it. So we've got Shy Shamrock, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie. You can fold it like that, but it's taking up more room, and also you want it to do that when you're going to put your cards in. You want it to be malleable. So there we go. And there's Summer Splash. I keep wanting to call it something else, Shaded Summer, but I think that was flower. That was a die set we had. Right, so there's my, I'm going to stand them all up now so you can see them. Just got to get the flaps up. It's probably the hardest thing. Right, so there we've got Summer Splash, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink. See, they're standing up. The ones that I've had for a while are standing up straight away. And Shy Shamrock. So I hope you like that. Thanks to Deborah for sharing. I absolutely love this. And as I say, I really have had a need for little thank you cards. That's going to go straight in my handbag and be given out to people in our wonderful NHS that have been so helpful over the last few weeks. I can't thank them enough. So thank you for joining me for Friday with Fiona. I am prepping at the moment with difficulty because of my husband's health, a monthly card class that will include product. So I'm working on that and I hope to be able to launch that for June. And also I'm going to be relaunching my card club, which is a subscription membership card club, and you'll get free gifts and all sorts with that. So watch this space, and don't forget, if you want anything, use the host code and you will get a free tutorial with all the measurements and the free tutorial of all 11 demos. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful weekend.